Hey there, it's Maya from MayaElias.com, and today what I want to talk to you about are tips to making an amazing first impression online. So tip number one is to have amazing visuals. Amazing visuals. This is so important for an online business because this is the first thing that people see before they actually get to read your content. So with amazing visuals, you want to think about the type of photos that you have, the type of fonts that you have, and the type of colors that you have, right? And you also want to make sure that all of these things are consistent. You want to choose one or two fonts, you want to choose one or two colors, and you want your type of photos to be consistent, and you want to make sure that they are of quality. So for example, in my business, I use black, white, and teal. So you can choose like one neutral color, one primary color, and one secondary color. But you definitely want to keep it at a minimum so you don't have a bunch of different colors going on that's going to look tacky and confuse your audience. You also want to make sure that you have one or two fonts that is recognizable to your audience. This is how you build brand recognition, by consistently using the same things over and over that your audience is going to be able to recognize and associate with your brand. And then of course you want quality photos. So whether it's your headshot or just photos that you use to represent your business, you want it to be of quality, right? Because when people see quality photos, they're going to associate it with a quality brand. So the first tip to making an amazing first impression is having amazing visuals. The next tip to having an amazing first impression online is your voice. This is really important and probably the hardest part about making an amazing first impression online. Because what we do is when we start out, we look to other people's blogs or their websites or their businesses and see how they're running it. And sometimes we start imitating their voice instead of using our own. But your voice, it's really what's going to exude your personality. So when people read your content, what are they getting from you? Are they getting funny, entertaining, witty, serious, mean, condescending, or boring? So you want to make sure that your voice is translating through the words that you use on your blog, on your social media, and on your sales copy. Now, I know this is going to be hard, but you want to get comfortable and you want to make sure you're putting out content consistently because you get more comfortable using your voice when you practice. It's the same thing with making YouTube videos or when you're speaking, public speaking. You know, for me, for example, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I was really nervous in front of the camera. I sounded really robotic, but as I started doing more videos, I got more comfortable and started really using my voice and becoming comfortable with it. People are going to connect to your voice and to your personality, and that's really a huge part of your brand. Now, tip number 3 to making an amazing first impression online is being valuable. This is arguably the most important tip because if you're not valuable and you're not being useful, you're wasting your time and you're wasting your audience's time. People are coming to you not because your website is pretty, but because you are serving them in some way. Are you making them laugh? Are you teaching them how to do something? Are you showing them your everyday life and they're just really into you? You need to make sure that the content that you put out is useful. Think about what your audience wants from you. Now, this is why it's so important to understand who your audience is, what they struggle with, and how you can best serve them. You can't be of value and you cannot be useful to somebody unless you know why they come to you or your website. So in order to make an amazing first impression, you want to make sure that you are positioning yourself as somebody who can give value. So when somebody goes to MayaElias.com and they're looking to build their online presence and build their personal brand, I know that I am of value to them. Now, if somebody is going to MayaElias.com to know how to dress or do their makeup, I know that my content is not valuable because that is not my audience. The people that I serve want to learn how to build an online business and brand, and your audience might want to learn how to be more healthy with their eating. They might want to work on their physical fitness. They might want to work on their finances. They might want to work on their hair and makeup and beauty. But it's really up to you to decide and understand what your audience wants and deliver on that value. So those are the 3 tips for making an amazing first impression. Number 1 is visuals. This is your overall presentation. What are people going to think when they see you? So you want to make sure that on your website you feel comfortable with people visiting and that you don't feel ashamed, right? You want to make sure you don't have website shame or social media shame with your visuals. Number 2 is your voice. Number 2 is your voice. So that is your personality. Is your true personality being shown through your content, whether it's video, whether it's audio, whether it's written? You want to make sure that you're using your voice and you're being true to who you are. And then lastly is being valuable. So this is just being very purposeful in the content that you decide to deliver to your audience. What's the whole point of you making a YouTube video or posting on Instagram or writing a blog post? Are you serving your audience? Are you being useful to them? So I want you to audit all of your content. I want you to look at your social media, look at your YouTube pages, or look at your podcast and see, do I have great graphics for this? Am I using my voice? And is this something that my audience can truly, honestly use to help them get to the next level with their goals? I hope that this was helpful to you guys, and until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.